Welcome back, children. Today we will be discussing a few questions of your NCERT book on the chapter of gravitation. So you can see on the screen already there is a question. So when we continue with the lecture, we will be doing one by one a few questions of the exercise today. So without wasting time, let us come to the question. It is question number 6 of your NCERT book, and it is in page number 144. This is in page 144. Let us see how the questions are solved. The first question is, what happens to the force between two objects if the mass of one object is doubled? So when we were studying this chapter in my previous lectures also, you can see that we have done one or two questions related exactly similar to this. So the question is, what happens to the force between two objects if the mass of one object is doubled? Now, what is the formula to find out the force? We know that the formula to calculate force is equal to G m1 m2 by r square. Now, what is the given condition here? This is actual force. Now, the question is, the mass of one of the object is doubled, then how is the force going to get affected? So, if let us say m1 is doubled, if m1 is doubled, then m1 changes into 2m1. So new force would be equal to, let us say, F1. G would remain same, m1 changes into 2 m1 into m2 upon r square. So this implies F1 is equal to 2 G m1 m2 by r square. Now what is G m1 m2 by r square? This is nothing but F. So F1 becomes 2F. This is the answer to the first part of this question. The second one is, the distance between the object is doubled and tripled. So if you double the distance, the mass is remaining same. So this second part, if distance is doubled, tripled, you can try it yourself. If distance is doubled, means r changes into 2r. We are not changing the mass, m1 and m2 are remaining the same. So F2 would be equal to G m1 m2 by 2r whole square. So this will give you 1 by 4 G m1 m2 by r square. So what is happening to F2? F2 becomes 1 by 4 F. Now this is the answer when the distance between them is doubled. Now you see here, the distance is doubled. We have discussed in Newton's law of gravitation that if you increase the distance between the objects, the force is going to reduce. So in the same way, you can do distance is tripled. If you triple the distance would become 3r. So you would get F is equal to, the final force is equal to 1 by 9 times. If the masses of both of them are doubled, means m1 changes into 2m1, m2 would be equal to 2m2. So 2m1 into 2m2 will give you 4. So the final force would become 4 times. Okay. So try the other parts yourself. The next question. Amit buys a few grams of gold at the poles as per the instruction of his friends. So here they are talking about pole and equator. So let me first draw the diagram of the earth here. So this is the earth. This is RE. RE means the radius at the equator, and this is R pole, and from the diagram itself you can see our pole is less than our equator. We have discussed this concept that if r is more, g would be less. We have learned about the formula. Formula क्या था? Small g is equal to capital G capital M by r square. तो ये जो r है वो radius of earth है, m is the mass of earth. Now you see radius at equator is greater and radius at pole is smaller. तो पोल का जो रेडियस है वो छोटा है. Now because rp is less than re, so g at pole is greater than g at equator. If this is the condition, the weight of the body at the poles, we have already discussed this is just a revision. Weight of the body, weight of gold, here we have taken gold, so let us talk about gold here. Weight of gold at poles would be greater as compared to the weight at equator. So the question, now let us come back to the question. Amit buys a few grams of gold at the poles as per the instruction of one of his friends. He hands over the same when he meets him at the equator. So पोल से खरीदा, इक्वेटर में दे दिया. Will the friend agree with the weight of gold bought? If not, why? The reason is given. The reason is well known, that the weight at the equator would be naturally less. So his friend would not agree with the weight of the gold which has been bought from the poles. Okay. Now let us move on to the next question. A stone is released from the top of a tower of height 19.6 meter. So there is a tower. We have discussed this question earlier also. So there is a tower and a stone is released from the top of the tower. So this is the stone which is released, means u is equal to 0, and height of the tower is given 19.6 meter. Already I have said you in the previous video also that if the question contains any multiple of 9.8, 19.6 क्या है? 19.6 जो है वो 9.8 into 2 है. तो we have to take acceleration due to gravity as 9.8 meter per second square. बहुत सारे बच्चे क्या करते हैं, g को 10 लेके सॉल्व करना शुरू करते हैं. If you take g is equal to 10 meter per second square and solve, you will get an answer. There is no problem in that. But the calculations would become complicated. तो हम complications नहीं चाहते. हम चाहते हैं कि भाई जो आप जो questions कर रहे हो बड़े आराम से और बड़े सीधे तरीके से हो जाए. So here 19.6 meter is given. 19.6 is equal to 9.8 into 2. इसीलिए हमको 9.8 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर ही लेना पड़ेगा एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी. कैलकुलेट इट्स फाइनल वेलोसिटी जस्ट बिफोर टचिंग द ग्राउंड, मतलब हमको v निकालना है. UVGH. So we can go for the equation. V square minus U square is equal to 2GH. So V square minus 0 square is equal to 2 into 9.8 into 19.6. So we get V square is equal to 19.6 multiply 19.6. Now you see how the calculation is becoming easier. So V square is equal to 19.6 whole square. So what is the value of V? V is equal to 19.6 meter per second. So this would be the answer. Okay. Now question number 17. This is a question which most of the children have difficulty. So let us try to do this question today. A stone is allowed to fall from the top of a tower. So we have got a tower here. So this is the tower, which is 100-meter high. A stone is allowed to fall. So a stone is dropped from the top of the tower. At the same time, मतलब एग्जैक्टली उसी टाइम में हमने एक स्टोन को नीचे से भी प्रोजेक्ट किया, मतलब ऊपर की तरफ फेंक रहे हैं हम. A second stone is dropped. So let us say this is stone A, stone 1, and this is, let us say, stone 2. So the stone 1 is falling down with gravity. Stone 2 is moving up against gravity. So in the same time, the two stones will hit somewhere here. मान लो कि यहाँ meet कर रहे हैं. So the time taken by, let us mark this as A, B and C. So let the two stones meet at point B. If we take AB as X, so if AB is equal to X meter, what about BC? BC would be equal to 100 minus X meter. The two stones are meeting at point B. Let the time taken by the two stones to meet be equal to T. Let the time taken by the stones to meet at B is equal to T seconds. So A से B आने में जो टाइम लगा, what is the time taken? T seconds. C से B जाने में भी उतना ही टाइम लगा. A से B जा रहा है, टाइम T. C से B जा रहा है, उतना ही टाइम, क्योंकि हमने दोनों स्टोन्स को साइमल्टेनियसली ड्रॉप किया था. वी हैव ड्रॉप द टू स्टोन्स एग्जैक्टली एट द सेम टाइम. तो हम क्या करेंगे, ये दोनों पार्ट्स को अलग अलग सॉल्व करेंगे. ए बी को हम अलग से सॉल्व करेंगे, बी सी को अलग से सॉल्व करेंगे, दोनों में टाइम कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे, और क्योंकि टाइम सेम है दोनों को इक्वल कर देंगे, तो कुछ ना कुछ तो निकल ही जाएगा. लेट अस डू फॉर ए बी. लेट अस टेक द पार्ट ए बी. अगर हम पार्ट ए बी को लेते हैं, the stone is dropped, so u is equal to 0. Time is equal to t. Distance is equal to x. हमने h जो है x distance travel किया है, और acceleration है plus, you can take 9.8, you can take 10 also here because there is nothing given. So let us take it as 10 meter per second square. So UHGT, so if we put the values and use equation number 2, H is equal to UT plus half GT square. इसको put करके देखो. So the value would be, let us put the values. We will get X is equal to UT 0 into T plus half into 10T square. So we would get 5. So we get X is equal to 5T square. This is the value we are getting for the part AB. Let us mark it as equation number 1. Okay. Now we have a second stone moving from C to B. C to B भी जा रहा है एक stone. तो हम उसके लिए भी कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं इक्वेशन, और उसका भी इक्वेशन कुछ ना कुछ तो निकलेगा. लेट अस सी दिस. फॉर BC, लेट मी यूज अनदर कलर. फॉर stone 2, this we have done for stone 1, x is equal to 5t square. stone 1 के लिए है ये. stone 2 के लिए what is the initial velocity? You see the question. The second stone is thrown with a velocity of 25 meter per second. So u is equal to 25 meter per second, and acceleration क्या है? This is -10 meter per second square, क्योंकि वो gravity के against जा रहा है, ऊपर जा रहा है. And what is the distance? If AB is equal to x, the length of BC, this would be 100 minus x meter. So h is equal to 100 minus x meter, and time is t. Again we can use this equation, equation number 2. So h is equal to ut plus half gt square. अगर हम यूज करें, we will get h के जगह हम यूज करेंगे 100 minus x is equal to ut. So it is 25t plus half into minus 10 into t square. So you get 100 minus x is equal to 25t minus, ये 2 से 10 कट जाएगा 5, so we get minus 5t square. Now this is the equation we get. Now look at equation number 1. What is the value of x? x is equal to 5t square. ये हमको already मिल चुका है. So this value can be put in equation number 2. So let us write, substituting x is equal to 5t square in equation 2. We get 100 minus 5t square is equal to 25t minus 5t square. Now you see 5t square gets cancelled, so we get 100 is equal to 25t, so t is equal to 100 by 25, so it is 4 seconds. So the two stones are meeting after 4 seconds. Now at what height are they meeting? So if you want to find out height from the top कितना हो रहा है? x is equal to 5t square है. So from the top, so if you put the values from the top, x is equal to 5t square. Time is 4 seconds, so it is 5 into 4 square. So 16 into 5. So it is 80 meter from the top. So the two stones are meeting after 4 seconds at a distance of 80 meter from the top of the tower. So this is the answer to this question. From the top it is 80 meters. कई books में लिखा हुआ है from the bottom it is 100 minus 80, so it is 20 meter from the bottom, and the time taken is 4 seconds. Okay. Now the last question of today's lecture, question number 18 of your textbook. A ball thrown vertically up returns to the thrower after 6 seconds. मतलब अगर आपने एक बॉल फेंका ऐसे, it is coming back to the thrower's hands after 6 seconds. Means टोटल हमको 6 seconds लग रहा है, पूरा का पूरा वैल्यू 6 seconds है. तो अगर A to B जा रहा है और B to C आ रहा है, so what is the time taken by the stone to reach point B? Time taken, time of ascent, ये हमने पढ़ा था, याद करो, is equal to time of descent. We have already discussed this. So time taken by the ball time taken by the ball to move from A to B is equal to 3 seconds. क्योंकि टाइम टोटल टाइम 6 सेकंड्स है तो 3 सेकंड्स जाएगा ऊपर और 3 सेकंड्स जाएगा नीचे. So the time taken from A to B is 3 seconds. Now the question is with what calculate the velocity with which the ball was thrown up. So we need to find out u. And at the highest point is B point में क्या velocity होगा? At the highest point V is equal to 0. At the highest point. Okay, and what is the acceleration? You can take acceleration is equal to 10 meter per second square. G is equal to minus 10 meter per second square because the body is moving up. And time is already known to you, 3 seconds. UVGT. So what equation can be used? V is equal to U plus GT. So V is 0 is equal to U is how much? We have to calculate U plus minus 10 into 3. So U is equal to 30 meter per second. So this is the answer to the first part. We have already calculated the velocity with which it was thrown up. Now the question is calculate the maximum height it reaches. So we can use the formula h is equal to ut plus half gt square. So u is 30, time is 3 plus half into minus 10 into t square is 3 square. So it is 5. So it is 90 minus 9 into 5, 45. So it is 45 meters. This is the maximum height. Well, this is the maximum height which the ball is going to travel. Now the third part is very interesting. Third part में क्या है? बच्चे बोलते हैं कि सर पोजीशन आफ्टर 4 seconds कैसे आएगा? अरे 3 सेकंड में तो ऊपर चला गया. In 3 seconds it has moved up to the maximum height. तो यहाँ तक अगर 3 seconds हो गया, 4th second का मतलब है from B. Let us find out the distance traveled in 1 second. After 3 seconds it is at the maximum height. So the time left is 1 second. So we can write after 3 seconds the ball is at maximum height. So time left कितना हो गया? Time left is equal to 4 minus 3. So it is 1 second. So we have to find out the distance traveled in the last 1 second. लास्ट 1 सेकेंड में क्या होगा? u इज इक्वल टू 0 होगा क्योंकि वो मैक्सिमम हाइट से नीचे आ रहा है. इट इज कमिंग डाउनवर्ड्स फ्रॉम द मैक्सिमम हाइट. सो एट दिस पॉइंट u is equal to 0 now when the body is coming downwards. So u is equal to 0. Time is equal to 1 second. Acceleration we will take plus 10 meter per second square because it is moving down, and we have to find out distance. So it is h is equal to ut plus half gt square. So ut is 0 because u is 0. So we are left with half into 10 into t square is 1 square. So it is 5 meter from the top. So this is the answer to the question. So we have done a few questions of chapter of gravitation. You don't have flotation and Archimedes principle in class 9, but in my next video you may find a few topics of Archimedes principle and flotation. Okay, revise these questions. try to gather as much doubt as possible. Send me the doubts. So I will try to answer your questions as much as possible. Thank you very much and have a nice time.